With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know the division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that's out quickly to Chase. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st down, Mixon. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Come on, ready? 56. Guys, game situation. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 56. 11 Thomas. Gotta go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Dances by him. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Yellow.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go play action. Now Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little bit, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball,
maybe the best example of it. They've been solid all game long. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It's caught at the 1. And he is
He's not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They would try to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Chris Jones on the stop. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Joe Mixon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner. closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun